Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Obviously, we of course have a bunch of weapon updates always going live within Warzone and Modern Warfare 3, whether they are actual new content updates in the form of a new weapon being added in through the battle pass with a seasonal update, or through the armory, or through the weekly challenges, or in the form of actual meta updates with various different buffs and nerfs. And today we are heavily focused on the updates based around actual new weapons being added in, because thanks to various leaks and data mines that have been updated over the past couple of weeks, dating back to launch actually, we already have a very good idea of a bunch of future weapons coming to MW3 and Warzone. Some more so in the near future with like Season 2 and Season 3, but potentially also some further on down the line as well. So as we get into all the info here, if you enjoy the video, do me a favor, drop a like on it. It is always seriously appreciated. Of course, much love to everyone who does take the time to do so. And if you're new here or you simply have not subscribed yet, let's change that, because every single day I got you covered with everything you need to know about Call of Duty, whether it's multiplayer, Warzone, future content, it's all right here. So feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. But as always, I do want to preface things here when we're talking about leaks and data mines. At the end of the day, this stuff is leaked. This stuff is data mined, so it's not officially confirmed yet. Things could be scrapped, things could be updated, names could be changed, behaviors could be changed. So while we do have these details stemming directly from the game files and a basic data mine like sort of Excel spreadsheet that surfaced back towards launch that's been updated since, these are not 100% set in stone, so just keep that in mind. But looking ahead for our new weapons, let's start first here with the near future, then work our way out towards long term, or the unknown, as you'll see as we get to that in that point in the video. But Season 2, we actually do have a couple of new weapon leaks already, according to this aforementioned Excel spreadsheet with all the data mined content on there. The first of which is one that we've actually talked about several times here because it's been leaked since launch, and that is the Anvil B assault rifle, which is actually known as the FN2000. The F2000, one of the more iconic guns in COD, because it's always kind of been that goofy choice, obviously dating back to MW2 2009. We had the F2000, which was oftentimes an overlooked rifle. It was definitely, you know, okay at holding its own because everything in that game was super good, but in a game that had the ACR, the TAR-21, so on and so forth, the F2000 was oftentimes overshadowed. We also saw it return in Vanguard as the BP-50, I think it was called. It wasn't as crazy in like Warzone then, but the FN2000, or the Anvil B as it's likely going to be known in game, does appear to be a Season 2 weapon. Probably drop it in through the battle pass free for everyone when you go through and unlock that sector. The second weapon that we have leaked set for Season 2 is the Ruger P85 pistol. Now, we're not sure of what the in-game name could be here. Keep in mind, they don't usually go for the real-life names for licensing and for legal purposes. They're just not allowed to because they're based in California. So we might not see the actual official name of it, but this is a 9mm pistol. Probably going to be pretty standard. We've seen a lot of these sort of added into the game throughout the course of the past several years. If there's some kind of akimbo mod for it or crazy conversion kit, I'm sure it definitely would have the chance to be broken. If it's just more so a standard pistol, it's probably going to be a bit more mediocre just because that's kind of how it is. We're just going to have to wait and see. But currently it does seem like we have a new rifle and a new pistol dropping in Season 2. Keep in mind that every single new season usually has anywhere from 3 to 5 new ranged weapons, and then maybe 1 or 2 new melee weapons as well. So we're certainly missing the majority of the potential Season 2 weapons. It's also quite possible that with the Season 1 Reloaded update coming up here soon, we're probably going to see some new leaks stem from that title update that include references to more of the Season 2 weapons. So we'll have that to look forward to. And of course, if that does end up happening, you guys know I'll have you covered in future videos. So just stick it here for that. And well, what do you know, post-edit Zach here. Just a couple of days after I initially recorded this, we surprisingly got some new game file leaks pertaining to some other Season 2 weapons. We covered these briefly before, but there is going to be a new sword melee weapon apparently, likely coinciding with the Walking Dead crossover rumors, and then also a new bow that has a bunch of different ammo types. We're talking potentially highly explosive, shotgun ammo types for the arrows, which is going to be really weird, gas arrows as well, standard ones, so it's more like a crossbow or like a basic bow there, but really interesting how different the ammo types are according to the game files. You could have a lot of different scenarios where certain ones could be pretty effective. But we then extend a little bit more into the future with season 3, and if you're an active viewer here on the channel, you've caught some of the previous leak videos, you might know exactly what's going on with MW3 season 3, because according to all the leaks that we have so far, it appears that this season is actually going to be based around Advanced Warfare. Obviously, this is a Sledgehammer developed game, and so was Advanced Warfare, so they're probably just having some fun here throwing it back to that. But currently we do have 4 weapons leaked for season 3 potentially, and they're all from Advanced Warfare. So the first is the EM1, which is actually a full-on laser rifle, which I'm sure is going to be controversial because it's a laser gun in COD, in a Modern Warfare COD. But yeah, the EM1, very gimmicky, not really a super serious weapon, but could be pretty crazy depending on how they want to balance it. We also have the iconic BAL 27 assault rifle. This was one of the best guns back in AW because of the Obsidian Steed blueprint for it. We've also got the ASM-1 SMG, which was arguably the most iconic SMG because the ASM-1 Speakeasy blueprint. And then lastly, the MORS sniper rifle, which in my opinion is definitely one of the best snipers from Advanced Warfare, maybe one of the best snipers that we've had in COD history, quite frankly. It's a bolt action, ton of fun to use. That one's also reportedly set to return as well. So 4 potential Advanced Warfare weapons in season 3. Certainly could be an interesting season for the meta, that's for sure. Now, all the other weapon leaks that we have here, we've got 4 other weapons that have appeared in the files. We don't know what exactly the time frame is like for these. Potentially some of these could be bumped up to, you know, season 2 here. They might be season 3 left over. They could be season 4, 5, 6. We're just not sure on that yet. But again, if we do get any updated details in the future, I'll be sure to bring those back up and let you guys know in a future video. But initially, the first rifle that we know of here is the ARX 160, which, if you remember, we've actually also already had in Call of Duty before, back in COD Ghosts. I want to say this was a 3-round burst rifle. I thought it was one of the cleanest guns back in Ghosts. Super clean iron sights, very fun to use. But then also pretty similar to that, we've got the ARX 200. So similar name, just a different version here. Through all of my advanced Googling, this is a 7.62x51 rifle. So it'd be pretty standard, likely be a heavier hitting assault rifle, could actually make an impact in that long range meta in terms of powerful options there. But the ARX 160 and ARX 200 are 2 potential future assault rifles coming to MW3 and Warzone. Now, Sledgehammer has confirmed that several iconic weapons are going to be returning throughout the year. They've sort of teased maybe we see a return to the OG Intervention or some other classic guns from some of their previous games, MW2, MW3, obviously Advanced Warfare referenced already, but apparently the Spaz 12 from MW2 could be returning. This is also one of the more iconic guns from that game. It's no Model 1887 akimbo, but the Spaz 12 was definitely one of the more reliable options back then, and definitely one that stood out a ton in terms of like being a fan favorite. So we could see that returning to the shotgun category this year. And then lastly, we have the AXMC sniper rifle. Now again, this is just the real life name of it. We don't know what it could be called in game, but again, thanks to my various Googling efforts, this is another bolt action sniper, so maybe they'll balance it out so it can actually one shot with any ammo type. It'd be nice to see that for sure. And this can actually be used with various different ammo types. So it could be chambered in 308 or 337 Lapua, etc., etc. So it could be an interesting, you know, sort of approach to sniping there. If you wanted it to be snappier and more aggressive, you use one ammo type and build it out for a certain play style. If you want those guaranteed one shots, maybe you have to use one of those specific ammo types, and hopefully it has decent velocity on it. It'd be curious to see how they balance that one out. It could be a mix of like several different snipers that we've seen in the past, since we've had different ones that sort of behave like that. But surprising that we already have so many different future weapon leaks for MW3 and Warzone already. Obviously, this is far from the full list for the future content seasons. Like I said, it's usually between 3 and 5 new ranged weapons per season, and we're still only here in season 1. So lots of future weapon updates to come, but this is what we've got leaked as of now. And that is going to wrap things up. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, drop a like on it. It is always really appreciated. And if you're new here, you want to guarantee that every single day you're up to date with all things going on between Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone, be sure to hit that subscribe button on your way out. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.